y'all. Welcome back to Quoted by Tiff, episode 41. Yep. And today I'm going to be talking about self expression and how expressing yourself and how you truly feel and about who you truly are can really change your life. And not only will it change your life, it can change the lives of the people around you. Sometimes we don't express how we truly feel, or we don't express who we truly are. A lot of people hide behind masks because they're scared of what other people might think, or they're scared if they say something, it might open Pandora's box, or for whatever reason that blocks people from expressing themselves. The more you block yourself from really being who you truly are and communicating that, the kind of difficult, how difficult it'll be to kind of navigate in the world, especially if you're trying to go towards any goals. Whatever you go towards, you have to go towards it in a manner that's of you. You can't go towards something and trying to be somebody else and expect it to work out. It doesn't work out. So I'm going to get into that, and I'm going to talk about a few of my own personal experiences. And yeah, hopefully y'all can take something from it and learn. Cause who knows? You might express yourself and walk right into $1 million opportunity. You never know, right? Right. So let's get started, y'all. hmm hmm Growing up, I was not the most expressive child. I truly was not. I was quiet. I was shy, but I had lots of things that I wanted to say. I just never expressed them. And it was mainly because every time I would express myself, oh, you're being grown, or you talking back, or but who I truly am at the core, I'm a very expressive person. So imagine the adults around you telling you that you shouldn't speak up, right? But that's who you are at the core, a self expressive person. I grew up so confused. For probably the first 25 years of my life, I thought that you should just be quiet. Some stuff you just shouldn't say. You should just leave it to yourself. And until one day, it was like a light bulb went off in me. I was about 26, 27 years old. It was like a light bulb went off inside of me, and I just started just saying everything that I had been wanting to say for the past 25 years. And when I tell y'all, people were pissed. Woo! People was calling me crazy. Oh, you done lost your mind. But no, I didn't lose my mind. I found it. You know what I mean? Sometimes people will suppress you because they were suppressed as children. When your parents raised you, they may raise you to have some of the most raise you with some of the similar ideals from when they were children. And we all know, if you're from a black family, sometimes they do not let you speak up. The first time you speak up, oh, you being grown, or you talking back, or you being fresh with me. And it's not even that. If you have a self-expressive child, the best thing you can do is let them express themselves in a respectful manner, of course. I wish somebody would have let me express myself as a young child, but I realized that things happen the way that they're supposed to happen. And when you're growing up if you've grown up in a family, I don't care how old you are, we carry that trauma with us. A lot of people think, oh, trauma is not an excuse, and it's not an excuse, because you can choose to do one thing or you can choose to do another. But trauma is a big factor in how we interact with ourselves and how we interact with other people. And one piece of my trauma had to do with people always telling me to be quiet, or people telling me, oh, you're talking back, or don't say this, or don't say that. Instead of allowing me to develop as a child and to develop into who I needed to be, they kind of suppressed me. So when I became an adult, I was confused. I would let people talk to me any kind of way, and I wouldn't say anything else about it because I thought, okay, I'm not going to say nothing because I don't want anybody mad. I'm not like that anymore. I realized there was a piece of trauma in my life, and I kind of eliminated it out of my life because that's not who I am. I am a person that speaks up. I am a woman of many words, y'all. And I'm going to say what I got to say, regardless of who feels the way they feel about it. That's your prerogative, baby. You can feel how you want to feel, but I'm going to say what I need to say. And I hope that whoever's listening to this, I hope you take on that same demeanor. Say what you need to say, regardless of whoever feels whatever way. Doesn't matter. Now, I bet y'all are saying in y'all mind, well, Tiffany, how do I become more self expressive? I thought y'all would never ask. Look, say what's on your mind. It may feel uncomfortable in the beginning. It will feel uncomfortable because when people see you a certain way for so many years, it becomes uncomfortable for them to see you in a different way or to see you evolve into who you truly are. So when you start speaking up, people are going to look at you like you're crazy. People are probably going to call you crazy. You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter what their perception is. Everybody has a different perception of you. And if you pay attention to everybody's perception, you would never get anything done. So you need to just express what's on your heart and what's on your spirit and what feels right to you. You know, sometimes people will try to suppress you because they can't find their own voice. I had people do me like that. People can't find their own voice, so they try to tell me that I need to be quiet. No, I'm not. I'm never being quiet. People would try to tell me, oh, why are you talking about that? That's family business. That's this. The problem is nobody has the balls to speak up and say, hey, the things people are doing in this family is wrong. Nobody will speak up and say that, but I will. And I don't mind being you. I don't mind being the villain. And you have to learn how to kind of let that mindset go of wanting everybody to like you. Everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to like what you have to say. But that does not mean that you're wrong for saying it. And you really have to put yourself in that type of energy in order to express yourself. You can't be afraid to say what's on your heart. You just can't. So, what did we learn today, y'all? We learned that self expression is not wrong. People might think you're crazy for saying it, but that does not make you wrong for saying what's on your heart. Also, never be afraid to challenge the way that people have been doing things, especially family dynamics. If you know your family is full of, excuse my French, shit, then it's okay for you to call that out. It's a lot of people in families that have never been called out a day in their life, so they just continue to have the same behaviors over and over again. But when you speak up, everybody want to go against you. You know why that is? It's because people get comfortable in chaos. It may be toxic and dysfunctional, but they like it that way because that's how it's always been. When you start to challenge their behaviors and challenge them to be better, you'll get a lot of pushback from that. But that does not mean that you don't need to speak up. Everybody has a voice and everybody deserves to be heard. Remember that. And thank you guys for listening. And I'll see you guys again next week on Quoted by Tiff, episode 42. And yes, have a wonderful rest of your week. Okay? All right. Bye.